One of my all-time favorite games is the 1995 role-playing game Chrono Trigger, developed by Squaresoft, now known as Square Enix. Is a role-playing game released for the Super Famicom and Super Nintendo, and it is a low masterpiece. I consider it to be the peak of that era of not just role-playing games, but it certainly is, but of just games for that console. It is one of my all-time favorite games. It is a game that I return to every couple of years. I've replayed this game probably about, I want to say 8-9 times since it was released. It's a game that has meant a lot to me, and it's now a game that I'm going to share with all of you watching. So I'm really hoping that you're gonna like this. This is a very interesting little game for a lot of reasons, primarily its history and the legacy it's had. I think this is one of the most influential role-playing games of its time. I would put it up there with Zelda: Link to the Past in terms of how much of an effect this had on RPGs and adventure games, and we're gonna look at specifics on that later. I'm not really going to talk too much about this before we even get started, but I do just kind of want to say that this game was a big deal at the time. This was sort of there was the last game that Square released before they became a worldwide phenomenon with Final Fantasy VII, which basically changed, which basically brought RPGs to the West, and this was the last game they did before that, and there was a lot of stuff in this game that I consider to be sort of a test run for Final Fantasy VII, and I think a lot of those things they actually do better in this game, my opinion. But we're gonna look at all of that. We're gonna go this whole thing. We're gonna play this whole game. That's gonna take us a while. Unlike most of the games that I play on this channel, that are usually no longer than about 10 hours. This game is between 30 to 40 hours, depending on how much side questing you do, and I kind of want to do most of it. So we're going to try to see as much of this game as possible, and that's going to take us a couple of months. If you hate this game for some reason, or you just don't want to see me play it, I am still going to be doing other games on the sides. Every other stream, I'm going to be doing other playthroughs like I've been doing before. So if you don't want to watch this, you can just watch those maybe. Although for this stream and for the next one, I'm going to stick with Chrono Trigger because I kind of want us to really get into really sink our teeth into this story at the beginning, because there's a lot of stuff that happens early on. So with that said, I'm now gonna crank up this game, and I should say as well that the version we're going to be playing of this game is not the freely available Steam version, nor is it the Nintendo 64. No, not Nintendo 64, Nintendo DS port. Both of those ports are okay, but they each have their things in them that I don't really like. I think the DS one has some improvements, and it's got some weird choices that I'm not 100% with. So we're going to stick to the version that I grew up with. We're going to stick to the original version, which is the Super Nintendo version from 1995. Wonky translation and all, and we're going to dig into all of that. I promise you, I will not shut up about this game. And if you don't like me talking about a game that I love, then go now, because you're not going to like this. But I'm now going to kick us up with our emulator. And I should say that I own this game on Super Nintendo, I own the DS version. It's right there somewhere in those shelves there. And I own the Steam version. So this is not illegal. Please don't be mean to me. I am literally just using this emulator to play a game that I actually physically own. So I'm going to switch us over to the game view, which I've made up a little nice now for, and then I'm gonna shut the hell up, and we're just gonna watch this really cool little intro sequence, which hopefully you're gonna hear just fine. So here we go. Yeah, that is Goose Pimples. But we're not actually going to watch this. We're not going to watch the attract mode because that is going to spoil stuff. You already saw a little bit of the beginning of the game there. Right. So, first thing we get to choose is the battle mode. And why do we need to do that? Well, at the time, Square was known for their turn-based combat system. This game innovated on that by including what is called the active time combat system, or the active time battle system. What that means is that instead of being completely turn-based, enemies will still be attacking while you're making choices during combat. And you can actually play with wait, which will just be like a normal turn-based system. So it's like kind of like an easy mode. But we're going to go with active. And then we get to do a thing that you don't really get to do in RPGs anymore, unless you're playing like a Western one. Choose a character name. And I haven't actually decided here if should we keep the character names as defaults, or should we rename them? I haven't actually made a decision on that. So in the meantime, while I ask the chat on that, I want to say hello to Dappling and Liava, Judangan, Shagadiel, Vash the Pirate, Killer Shrew, and everyone who happens to be lurking tonight. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. I hope you're gonna enjoy watching this. Gonna make sure that we can also see each other, hopefully. Oh, and I just got a message. So I'm gonna leave you while I'm just making sure that I can see the stream, and I'm responding to that message. And there we go. That seems to be working just fine. I personally, with these games, I tended to keep the character names. You can only, I think with this game, a limitation is that you can only have 5 characters as well. So you don't have a ton of choice. So you know what? We're gonna keep it with this. We're gonna keep with Chrono. It's gonna be called Chrono. Oh no! Already messed this up. I do not remember these controls, unfortunately. No. Oh. I'm trying to press start, but it's not doing anything. Hang on, have I not set the... I'm looking now at the input configuration, because this should just be... It's enabled. Start and... Oh, Cronge. How did that work? There we go. Rono. The Rona. You know what, Judangan? There's a reason why I can't name him Merle. You'll find out pretty shortly. Chrono. Chrono. Good morning, Chrono. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. Oh, Lenny's bell makes such beautiful music. You were so excited about the Millennial Fair that you didn't sleep well, did you? I want you to behave yourself today. Let's get moving now. Right, so I'm noticing that there's some distortion on the sound. I remember parts of this game, but I don't think I've seen the whole thing. I'm just going to real quick see if I can figure out why that sound is being so weird. Because it's a little bit, I don't know if you can even hear that, but it's kind of got like a little bit of a distortion. Yes, we're going to get to that with the music. I'm going to talk at length about this music. Oh, and we've got Ralph here as well. Sorry that when I was testing this before, it sounded fine, and then now it's just being, you can't be on here now. No, Ralph. Stop this. I'm gonna see. Could it be because it's in stereo, maybe? No. Get off. Get Ralph sighting now, but he needs to get off. You need to get off. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I walked. There's another one of those games I really would like to have an understanding of, but would never play it myself. Yes, that's quite nice. This is kind of what I was hoping for. Kind of a part of why I wanted to play this game as well. So I feel like it is one of those games that people are curious about, but they don't really want to sit down and play a, almost like a 30-year-old SNES game. I'm sorry about the. I'm gonna see if I can. That sound is kind of irritating to me. I hope you're not noticing it, but it is annoying me. Right, so hopefully you're not hearing any kind of annoying distortion now. But if you are, please let me know and I'll fiddle with it some more, because it sounds better for me now. This is the menu system. We're going to be looking at that quite a lot. Trying to remember the... heard so much about it and its importance, but compared myself to combat all those pixels. Yeah, no, totally makes sense. And this is in a world before flavor text. There's not a ton that we can look at or really interact with in this room. Our little bedroom. But this music, gosh damn it. Finally. By the way, that inventor friend of yours, oh dear, I've forgotten her name. Yeah. Luca is her name. That's right, Luca. Don't forget that she invited you to see her new invention. Run along now. Be back before dinner. Get a little meow. Cat petting. Game was a... And the cat is following us. Is it similar playing to Pokemon? Not really. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your allowance, dear. Have fun at the fair. And we get 200 G, which is the currency for this game. Right, so this is the overworld. Now, if you are a fan, or at least aware of this era of RPGs, you'd think that, oh, this is where all the random battles happen, right? It's in this area. There are no random battles in this game whatsoever. Not a one. And we're going to look at that later on. We can explore our town a little bit. Look at this residence. That brat Luca says she made a discovery of a lifetime. So happy I could scream. He does look a bit like a giant. Visit our stall in Lenny Square. Here's Manor. Hi, do you know about our establishment? No. This is the Mayor's Education Center. Think of it as a workshop for beginners. You can take the things you find here. So basically, this is the tutorial room. We get one tonic, which is a potion. We're not going to do any of these seminars, because this is just all teaching us the basic stuff. Gather throughout this world at places where you can save your game. Save whenever you can, especially in unfamiliar or dangerous areas. And that's the save point, this little thing here. And because this is an emulator, I can just save with save states. Was that a sheep? Yeah, maybe, sort of. It's complicated. And we've got the inn. Been to the fair yet? We'll get going then. You'll have to wait 1,000 years for another millennial fair. Are you buying? Sure. Thanks, I'll play you a song. What a sheep plush today. Hey. Remember the earthquake we just had? We've been having too many. Something's wrong. Hope the big one isn't coming. And if we go into this room, we'll see a curious little box here. This box has been in the family for generations. Open it and you may have what's inside. Sealed by a mysterious force. Bari. How's everyone doing, by the way? Is everyone having an okay Monday? He loves you. Oh, so sweet. Take a look here. We can also go down here. There's a bridge. Check out this side of the world. A little desert. And then there's another little town down here. Let's check that out real quick. Pori, they're called. We're not gonna sleep at theirs yet. Have a market. Ignore that for now. Snail shop. Some monsters coexist with humans, like that piano player. 400 years ago, a woman named Fiona died trying to save the great forest that once flourished to the north. How sad. Everyone's over at the festival. What fools. We got a monster piano player. I'm the piano man. Something upbeat, please. We're gonna have a lot of reasons to talk about the music in this game. And I'm actually gonna get into some of the behind the scenes for this game because it is a fascinating little story. Grandpa and Grandma went to the 1000th anniversary in Truce, but we're keeping an eye on things here. I want to go to the festival too. We got a mayor's manor over here as well. The children are slipping away from us. It's so sad. Ha! I run this town and I'm so rich I don't know what to do with it all. Give you 10G if you act like a chicken. Yes. I ain't too proud. Ha ha ha! Here you go, 10G. Dad loves money than he loves. Dad loves money more than he loves me. The person I hate most, my dad, of course. Wow. I've got 2 more of these boxes. Everyone says Dad is greedy. They're lying, right? Seems like a nice old man. Is the sound okay for you as well? Because just making sure, because I had the issue with the sound just a moment ago, so I just want to make sure it doesn't sound horrible. Yeah, this used to be a big forest apparently, but now it's just a big desert. Big load of nothing up here. Sound is fine for you. Oh, that's good. That is good. We can also go into this forest. I think we're going to avoid that for right now. And instead, we're going to stop dilly-dallying. Let's go to the square. Welcome to the Millennial Fair. Have fun! I heard Luke and her dad have made another crazy invention. Hope it doesn't blow up like all the others. This is Lenny Square. They say people who hear Lenny's bell ring will have interesting and happy lives. So we can, this is, got some markets here, we can buy some stuff, nothing we really need right now. Those runners are busy racing, so they won't talk to you. This kingdom's been through a lot, like the war against mages 400 years ago. Thank goodness things are so peaceful now. Nice thing about this game, you can walk while the dialogue is still happening. That was a big deal at the time. I knew it. It's the Green Ambler. Yeah, so there's a couple of things we can do here. But before we're going to do that, we're going to talk to this guy. Buy something from Melchior, the swordsmith. Sure. We do not have enough money for well, we do have enough money for the Iron Blade. Let's buy that. Not for the loadsword. I live on the continent to the east. Come see me sometime. I heard this guy pays big bucks for charms, weapons, pendants, and other rarities. That's good to know. Right, so this is. Let's take a look at the this whole system then. Pretty straightforward. There are a few differences between this game and a lot of RPGs of the era, but really, if you've played one of those, you're mostly going to understand this. We can fiddle a little bit with the settings, I suppose. We can do the battle speed. What is it that I wanted to look at? Ah, we can change the window color. Which one do you prefer? I'm glad it sounds fine. Everyone is saying it sounds good. That's really good. Hopefully it will keep that way. I used to, I believe, when I was little, I used to have either this one, number 4, number 7, or number 8. But I can't really decide now. Your dark mode kind of girl. Yeah, I kind of like this one. Like a nice steel. Although this one is cool too. I like the texture. Because this is like a brushed steel. This is almost like a rusted kind of copper almost. There's like a blue. I like the kind of mosaic. Because that one kind of, it's dark, but it's also got that. I like it because all the boxes fit in that background squares. Yeah, it is very satisfying. Let's do that one then. And then this is the battle gauge. Yeah, we're going to come to that later. We're not going to be in the battle for a little while. Right. So what we can do here is a couple of things. We're not going to spend too much time here, even though you totally can. But we can, for example, we can play this timing game. If we press that the right one, you get a silver point. And what do we need silver points for? Well, we'll see. We can also do a betting thing here on these razors, which we're not going to do right now. This is the renowned Tent of Horrors. Spend your 2 silver points here. Parental discretion advised. Go in here. It is a creepy dungeon. Welcome to Norstein Beckler's lab. That spine-tingling show is about to start. How many silver points would you like to pay? We don't have any of those. We're gonna have to come back there, but just keep that little creepy dungeon in mind. Let's see what else we've got. What's the big deal? So what if we won a war against a wizard hundreds of years ago? Oh, hell yeah, floating clown. Alright, so let's, ooh! Hey! Ow, that hurt! So sorry, are you okay? Uh-oh, my pendant. Oh no, don't tell me I lost it. No worries, it's right over here. Oh, thank goodness, my pendant. It has a lot of sentimental value. May I have it back? I came to see the festival. You live in this town, don't you? I feel a little out of place here. Would you mind if I walked around with you for a while? Sure. You're a true gentleman. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say. Or actually, it will sort of matter in a little while. Oh, by the way, my name is... This is what... You could have chosen no there. I'm not gonna choose no. This is why I didn't want to name anyone Merle. Because this is Marl. Marl. And you're... Chrono. What a nice name. Pleased to meet you. Now lead on. Right, so... Marl is in our party now. I can now explore with her. No time to talk. I'm just sitting down for my lunch. Keep going if you want to demo Lucas' robot battle part trainer. Collect silver points if you win. So this is basically a battle tutorial with this amazing cat robot. Sorry, singing cat robot. So, this is what we're doing. This is the game. We got attacks, which is just you attack with your weapon. Marl's got a crossbow. Chrono's got a sword. You can see the unusual for the time, enemies can move around. And that can in fact have a we're going to see later that actually has an effect on the combat sometimes, with the enemies moving. We can talk to Gatto again. We get 15 points for doing that. Now, I'm going to do that again, because I still want to show some bits about the combat. I think I should have to leave and come back. Hello Goose, how are you doing? We're playing Chrono Trigger. In addition to attack, you also have something called tech. Or we will at some point have something called tech. Neither of us have learned any yet, but tech is effectively magic. Every character has a set of them that you learn as you're leveling up. But right now, neither of our characters have any of it. And that is what the MP is for. So it's all pretty straightforward. And you can see the little meter in the bottom right corner there. That is when that is charging up your attack for each player. Still pretty standard, really. You see, so that when you get the tech point, that is leveling up your tech specifically. And now Chrono's leveled up. And now Marl's leveled up. So the battle system in this game is pretty simple, but because you have this where the movement of the characters actually has a little bit of an impact, which we'll see later, it still feels pretty fresh throughout the game. Oh, we got a kitty. We talk to that cat, it starts to follow us. And the reason why we might want to do that is we can go over here. Get a little gold over there. You brought back my cat, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet, Chrono. Now the kitty's over here. Oh. It's only fair. What does this guy do? It's a soda guzzling contest. Press the A button as fast as you can. Right, so we're going to try and do that. I haven't used it. Only 7 cans? That's the best you can do? You're awfully competitive, aren't you, Chrono? There's a little area that's pretty easy to miss here unless you go up in this little corner. With one of my favorite music tracks in the game. Catch rhythm. Use the X, Y, L, and R buttons to dance. A prehistoric dance. How enchanting. After pressing the B button and dashing here and there, I'm pooped, but the dance has rejuvenated me. Jurassic rhythm. Hello, Simpa. One of the best games ever. Yes. I've already made my feelings on this pretty clear, but we're gonna talk about that a lot. So we were being told about this invention, yeah? There are 32 silver points. 1 HH 10 silver points for 50G? Nope. They're still setting up. Why don't you come back in a while? So we're gonna have to go and explore for a bit. Hello, Simpa, by the way. Sorry if I didn't say it. So I feel like now is a good time to kind of go over the basics of a little bit of development history for this game. So as I mentioned, this was developed by Squaresoft. The main creatives behind this game were, and I'm going to read their names here because I will, otherwise I'm going to horribly butcher them, and I'm sorry for that. So this was created by something called the Dream Team. And the reason why they were called that is because they consisted of Hironobu Sakaguchi, who you're probably most familiar with as the guy who created Final Fantasy, and also Yuji Horii, who created the Dragon Quest games. So literally the two biggest RPGs, still kinda, but especially at the time, those were the two big ones. This was their collaboration. They were also working with goddamn Akira Toriyama, who is most known for Dragon Ball. So this game was created by the people who made Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Goku. They all came together to make this game. And that's pretty amazing. The writer for this game was Masato Kato, who is written for the Ninja Gaiden games, and he's also written for Final Fantasy 7, and I believe Final Fantasy 9 and 11 as well. But the big thing in this game that I do want to bring up development-wise, and I'm going to talk about him a lot, is because this game has got a legendary, iconic soundtrack, and that is the composer Yasunori Mitsuda. This was the first game he composed. He'd worked for Square for a couple of years leading up to this, but he had only been tasked to do sound design, so sound engineering and sound design, but he was a composer and he wanted to compose. So he basically went to the head of Square at the time and said that I'm going to quit if you don't let me compose a game. And he was then hired to do this game. However, he worked so hard on this game that he was burned out. And some of the tracks in this game, about 4 or 5 of them, are actually composed by the Final Fantasy, the legendary Final Fantasy composer Nobuo Uematsu. And one of these songs that he composed is that prehistoric dance song that we just heard. So that is a Uematsu banger, but this is Mitsuda all the way, and it's a fantastic soundtrack. All the music in this game is amazing, and there are so many cool little remixes and covers and everything. But it just has such a just the breadth of genres and styles and everything. It's amazing. I think we need to kind of hang around a little bit here. We've already talked to a lot of people, but there we go. Yeah, they ought to be ready now. Make it to the far side of the square. This is going to be fun. Come on, Chrono. Ready? Now, a thing I love about this game, which we're going to talk about later, actually. Let's say that for later. There's a lot of things I love about this game. I hate fairs. Say, do you know the latest gossip? No. Just between us, I heard the king is distressed over his tomboy of a daughter. Just once I would like to see how wild she really is. Sounds like a rough time. Imagine having a tomboy for a daughter, eh? Hold your horses, I want to get some candy. So here, just gonna sit still and let Marl look at the candy. Marl is amazing, and I think a big part of what I like about this game is the characters. The characters are really well done. Hi, I'd like some of this. Sure, young lady. Thanks for waiting. And Marl is a really good character. She's got so much heart. Step right on up, any of you who have the time and the courage. Our super dimension warp is the invention of the century. To use it, jump up here, and you'll get teleported here. It's the masterwork of my beautiful daughter, Luca. Hey. She could probably see the backside of the moon with those. Check out that girl's glasses. Luca's inventions never work right. Give it a try, kid. Oh, it's you, Chrono. Chrono! Where have you been? No one wants to try the telepod. How about you? It looks like fun. I'll watch while you try it out. Yeah, Luca is fucking boss. I love Luca so much. Just hop onto the left pod. Right, let's do this. What could possibly go wrong? All systems on. Begin energy transfer. Oh, wow, that was great. Fucking hell, that worked. So how was it? Want to try it again? What a kick. I want to try it too. Yeah, let's rip my molecules apart and put them together just for fun. Luke and Maul are great, but the later companions kind of steal the show. Yes, they do, but we're gonna get there with time. Huh? Hey, Chrono, how did you pick up a cutie like her? Hang on, Chrono, I'll be right there. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, as this vision of loveliness steps aboard the machine. Don't go away, I'll be right back. You sure about this? There's still time to change your mind. No way, throw the switch. I'm gonna say that this game has got a lot of buy energy, and we're gonna get back to that over the course of this playthrough. But that little comment just there, that's just one example. All systems on. Begin energy transfer. What's happening? My pendant, it's... Yes, this will go up on YouTube. It'll be up tomorrow evening. Huh? Luca, where is she? Show's over, folks. Let's head along now. What's going on, Luca? Where is she? Wait, she disappeared. It couldn't have been the telepod. The warp field seemed to be affected by her pendant. What are we going to do now? She's so familiar. I know I've seen her somewhere. But yeah, we can't really... worry about that now. But we still got the pendant. And in kicks the theme tune. Chrono! You're actually gonna do it? What a fine lad! Listen, I don't know where this machine is going to send you, but we haven't any other choice. Won't they both be lost? This is our only hope. That pendant seems to be the key, so hang on to it, Chrono, and brace yourself. All systems on. Begin energy transfer. Now, this is the effect that we're about to see now is, by today's standards, is nothing, but when I saw this for the first time, this blew my mind. More! Give me more power! Roger! There, we did it! I'll follow you after I know what went wrong. Good luck, Chrono! This... this killed me when I saw it the first time. It's such a simple effect, but goddamn did they know how to use Mode 7. Where are we? And also, why is his music so good? And, who are those? And it's time for the first battle of the game. And I'm already about to die. That's not good. I literally am already dead. Oh well. Fuck's sake. Okay. So, I didn't save. And I died on the first battle. We can speedrun this. I did hang around a lot of stuff that we don't actually have to do. So, have you head off? Have fun replaying to that point. Yes, I will. God damn it. There was actually one bit I was going to show you that I missed, so we can do that. I forgot that I ate up all of my HP in that training fight. Oh well. Yeah, we get some of this good ass music again. So we're gonna get the allowance. Anyway, folks, how are you doing? The one I didn't take you to Lucas' house. Let's go there first. Because it's quite neat looking. And I believe we will be able to meet Lucas' mom. Oh, hi, Chrono. Lucas offered Lenny Square with her father Taban, unveiling their new invention. Spoilers later. I might not cut this. It depends on how good my banter is in the meantime. But this isn't going to take long. Like, literally, I was wasting a lot of time anyway because I was just kind of walking around doing nothing. You do want to talk to Melchior. You do want to buy the Iron Blade. And you do want to equip the Iron Blade. And we do actually want to reset this, so we've got the reset before. Bonk on the head. Now, there is actually some to the stuff you do in this area in the game that actually will have a minor effect later. And I will explain that in one of the later episodes. Yes, of course, you can have it back. Yes, of course, we'll talk to you. No worries. You're a true gentleman. I'm gonna stand Luca because she had purple hair. Yes, she's cool. She always reminded me of Velma from Scooby-Doo. And I always loved Velma. So we're gonna do these two fights real super quick, so we just get the level up there. Bonk on the bonk. Oh, come on, stop bonking me. Good stuff. Yes, it does look like a Pokeball. Actually, I noticed that earlier today. I hadn't thought that before. Oh, that was the thing I was going to mention. So this robot is called Gatto, which is partly a reference to the fact that he has cat ears. He looks like a cat. But I also think it's a sneaky reference to the song Mr. Roboto, which goes Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. That might just be me making a, but I think that's what it is. Gonna do one more because then we'll level up. We might as well do that. You leave Chrono alone. Gosh. Oh my god. Oh, so Marl's gonna have to deal with this. But see, that's a good example. He was too far away to counterattack there. So their movements does have an effect, and there's gonna be some spells and stuff. That's gonna have a similar effect later. It's like you can have like area effect stuff. It wasn't fun, I died. Didn't much care for that. Right, so this time I'm gonna be clever about this. I'm gonna bring this cat back. Girl. Wow, where's my cat? You brought back my cat, thank you. Oh yeah, we did. Now we're gonna go and heal up. So that my horrible, embarrassing mistake doesn't happen. In the meantime, while we replay all of this amazing stuff where I've now completely ruined the suspense, what's everyone else been playing? We're not going to bother going anywhere else because there's nothing that affects it. We've already seen all this. We are going to get to the levitating clown in time. This beginning is pretty cool actually, because it actually a lot of stuff that we see in this intro is foreshadowing. So, and the creepy levitating clown is one of those things. Tons of stuff that we see now, they're gonna come back later. Replaying all the modern Fallout games, oh, that's cool. So like from 3 to 4 and New Vegas. Right, so let's go through this whole drama again. Going for Death Stranding, Child of Light with the wife and Vermintide with my mates. Oh, how are you feeling about Death Stranding? I definitely have my feelings on Death Stranding. I primarily like it a lot. Oh, Ori. I really want to try Ori. I like the first one a whole bunch. Time for Marl to make her huge mistake here. Second is very similar so far. Some new mechanics that are getting closer to other Metroidvanias. Oh, interesting. This isn't hit quite as much in the second time round. Although I still love this creepy atmospheric music. Still amazing, though my completion is kind of ruining it. I'm not sure I should 5-star all places. Yeah, I had that issue too. There were times that I just kind of liked spending a lot of time doing deliveries back and forth. So what I'm going to do now, because I am going to save. And I can hear this heroic music a few times. This is the main theme of the game. I like with this game, story-wise, is that this game just starts. Like, there is not a lot of dilly-dallying. You get only like a vague sense of the world and its history. Like, obviously this is celebrating something that happened hundreds of years ago, but we only have like a vague idea of what that even is. You're literally just like a kid who gets embroiled in this super weird thing where you just get sucked into like a portal. Get this amazing effect again, and then it's just like the game's just off, and the adventure it starts right away. And I really like how it just grabs you immediately, because this is very much like a light-hearted adventure. Like, it has like a very fairy tale-y quality to it that I love. And this time, let's not get humiliated by these swines. That's one. At this point in the game, there's really not much reason to not do anything but just like hammer attack as soon as you can. Go. We have no idea where we are. We got 6 experience points. All that matters. Let's explore. Looking interesting. And more of these imp bastards. And we've learned our first tech, Cyclone. And we found our first treasure, a tonic. A power glove. I love the power glove. That brings us... it brings our speed down, but it brings our power up. So we're gonna go for power over speed. So, interesting thing that you'll see here compared to games of the era is no random battles, like I said. All of the enemies are visible at all times, and you can even avoid some of them. Here's our first attack, by the way, our first tech that we can use. Which is just this neat little aerial effect thing. Huh. Now, isn't that interesting? It's not so much a question of where we are as when we are. A millennial fair? Here? What are you talking about? It's the year 600 and the 21st king of Guardia reigns. Huh. We've been at war for years. When will it end? You're gonna fight mad mages army? Wonderful, but remember to equip yourself with the weapons you buy. We can get ourselves a better armor. Look, that's the bell we just heard play. I'm Banta, the blacksmith. I'm forging a bell for the king to present to his beloved Queen Lene. I lost it when the queen disappeared. I just couldn't keep working on the bell, but now it's back to business as usual. My husband was a daughter is as intelligent as she is beautiful. Got him in. Millennial Fair? What? Are you crazy? What nonsense? Where am I? Are you stupid? This is the Kingdom of Guardia. We're battling Magus' army. You did know that, right? Of course. Then shut your pie hole. What a relief. They finally find Queen Lene wandering up in the mountains. You must be glad to be home. The Magus' army destroyed Zenon Bridge, so the South Continent is inaccessible. Yeah, there's a lot of walking in place animations. Toma. Are you a stranger here too? I'm Toma the Explorer. If you're buying, I'll tell you a story. How about it? Cider, please. Thanks. It's about the missing queen. Disappeared while visiting that cathedral to the west and... Beg your pardon? What? They found her? Well, never mind. Yeah, I like the little mystery this sets in. Like that cathedral was not there before, if you remember. We don't have a lot to go on, but this queen was supposedly found wandering in the mountains, and that's kind of where we came from. So let's go talk to the queen. Cyclone, because it's cool and it take care of 2 enemies in one go. Yay! So none of these battles are random, but you can avoid some of them if you know how you're going to walk. So if you don't, there is a battle here, for example. If I walk close to the left here, which I did by accident now, then that happens. Oh no, he moved. I was going to get all 3 of them in one, and then he moved. Bastard. Yeah, we get the experience points at least. But yeah, so all the enemy placements are already determined. We're actually gonna... I'm worried. I don't want to make the same mistake again. Right, we're at the castle. Damn, my parents were not affording to buy me a console as a kid. I would have loved this game. Yeah, we had to... that's something I didn't mention before. This game was not released in Europe back in the day. This was Japan and North America exclusive. The only reason I could play it was because my dad imported it. We had a hacked Super Nintendo. Check out that hair. Where are you from, son? Are you one of Magus' troops? Hardly. This kid never would have made a cut. Show us your stamp collection, son. Haha, now beat it, shrimp. Stop that at once. Queen Lene. Ah, look who it is. Show your manners. This is a friend of mine. But there's something odd about him. You refuse to obey my orders? Forgive me, my lady. Please enter, sir. Uh-huh. Please pardon us. We revere our queen's guests. I envy you, who the queen calls friend. Mind your manners. Queen Guardia, the 21st, is in the throne room. Bust in. Sir, I understand that you are the one who saved my dear wife, the queen. But can you tell me what happened? Lene's acting rather odd. She seems to have lost her coral pin, which is something she guarded with her life. Forgive me, you must be tired. We can talk about this later. Please rest in the knight's quarters downstairs to the left. Okay, not getting much from the Chancellor. Let's go rest then. Owned. We can explore the castle a little bit. This is the quarters. Zenon Bridge is our last line of defense. We must guard it with our lives. You're the one who helped the queen. Talk to the maid if you need to rest. Why not? Take us news. Mage's troops are strangely quiet. Something's about to happen. Oh. Oh, if only Sir Cyrus were here. You've heard of him, haven't you? You don't know of Sir Cyrus? From which land do you come? Or are you simply a fool? Sir Cyrus was the commander of the knights. His mission was to protect the king and queen. He and a friend left on a journey 10 years ago. No one has heard from them since. What a relief. The queen's been found. Now we can concentrate on the war. Right. That's a relief. So I mentioned this has got very kind of like a fairy tale-y vibe. So you can definitely sense that. Down here we've got the kitchen. This dining room is for us soldiers. Feel free to grab a bite. I'm hungry. Here's your food. All right. Hungry? Sit down in the upper left corner of the left table. This is no place for kids? Wait, maybe you'd know. What's this ice cream stuff that Queen Lene wants so badly? There's that guy, yeah. Some of the other soldiers. Where's supper? Oh, Captain, I'm sorry. We're fighting a war out there. Can you even keep us fed? What are you fussing about? You're not the only one who's fighting out there. Hey, I don't have time for this. Just feed my men, okay? Right. Show your trap. I'll decide who's going to get fed and when. Okay. There's some stuff going on here. That fool, he thinks he's the boss. Okay, let's see if we can talk to the queen. Please, I can't remember which way she's up. Treasure chest. Some money in it. The energy in this room is unfriendly. And another one of those boxes we can't open. What do you want? Get out of my face. Just between us, the Chancellor's been acting very strange lately. He's been sneaking out at night. Speaking of nutcases, I haven't seen a Queen's Guard, that frog thing, recently. Heard a spell turned him into a frog. Do you believe that? I think he's a spy. People say the Chancellor's gone crazy, but I don't believe it. The Chancellor's a decent man. Why he goes to the cathedral every day? A bronze mail. Ooh. Is that going to be better than the one we've got? It is. Yeah, well, tensions are high. It says it's unfriendly because there's a war going on. Fighting a wizard. Another treasure chest. Ah, some tonic. Thank you. Very much. The Queen awaits. Thank you, sir. Ah, there you are. Please leave us. I need to talk to this individual. Certainly, Your Highness. Come nearer, sir. Fooled you, didn't I, Chrono? It's me, but everyone calls me Lene. Or Lene. I'm gonna say Lene. Marl, dude. I'm so relieved you're here. We barely know each other, but somehow I knew you'd come for me. Help, I goofed. Thank you, Chrono. Something's wrong. What's happening? It feels like I'm being torn apart. Help me, Chrono. I'm scared. Help me. Please help me. Okay. It's just one thing after the other, honestly. Alright, so no one go in there. Has she dismissed you already? You were polite, of course. You didn't do anything funny, did you? Should we imply that we just banged the Queen? And no one go in there. Hello, Friend City. So nice to see you. How are you doing? I saw that you messaged me. I'm sorry I couldn't respond right away. Ooh, we can't let this juicy tidbit out of the castle. Right, so we're gonna just skedaddle very quick like. Doing okay? That's good. Chrono! Oh, thank goodness. You okay? Did you find a girl? Gone? What do you mean she's gone? Just as I thought. I knew I recognized her. And this looks identical to the castle in our time. I'll bet they mistook that girl for her ancestor. You see, she's a member of the royal family in our time. She's Princess Nadia. Merle, that is, Princess Nadia, is a descendant of Queen Lene. Queen Lene has been kidnapped. As I recall, someone was supposed to have saved her, but history has been changed. Marl looks so much like Lene that they probably called off their search when she appeared here. But if the real queen is killed... It's basically the Back to the Future thing. Marl will simply disappear. There might still be time. If we can save Lene, history as we know it should remain unchanged. Something must have happened to the queen in this era. As a result, Princess Nadia ceases to exist. Hurry, we have to find the real queen. Oh, and now my controller died. Great. Oh, come on. What is happening? Sorry. Save that game. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Stupid game. So sorry, my controller just lost connection, and now, even though I've connected it up again, it won't come back now. Hang on. Let's see if I can... Come on. Yeah, it's definitely one of those days. Okay, so I did save them, so what I'm gonna see if I can try to do is close the emulator down real quick and then restart it. And hopefully that save has actually worked. It did, thank you, okay. Yes, there we go, thank you. Once, having some luck here. Right, so we haven't got much clue, but some people were mentioning the cathedral, and that's a new area. Let's check that out. And we can get to test Luca. Now, what weapon does Luca have? A gun. He's just gonna blast them. Yeah, another level up for Chrono. Gun. He's not, Lucas not a particularly strong fighter. You can't ever really change that too much. This game doesn't really let you experiment a lot with like loadouts or anything. Like there's nothing like that. The only thing everyone has preset armor and everything like that, and weapons and stuff. So you can't like kit one character out as like a tank if you want to. Like, you don't really have a lot of customization. One thing that we did just learn there, if it kind of blinked past a little bit, but we just learned something called a dual tech, and we're gonna take a look at that in a little bit. Yeah, I love the broccoli trees. We want nothing but world peace. We're a piece of the world, teehee. You might like to stick around for the organ recital. It's a real killer. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves in a truly peaceful world. My, what delicious, delightful looking humans. Oh dear, it looks like you could use some food and a place to rest. Oh, will we find something here? What did you find? A hairpin. That's Guardia's royal crest. Yeah, this is sus. Colonizers be like. Oh yeah, okay. I see how it is. Looky here. Double technique. Firewall. Now with the techs, you also have, every single character has several techs where they can combine their techs up. As such. So Chrono has a tech that lets him spin. Whereas Luca has the flame toss, which is this. And the firewall is just combining those two into one. Phew, that was close. Yep. Talk to you soon. Lower than guard and doubt allowing the enemy in. Thou art here to save the queen? The lady in the lairs deep within, will thee accompany me? A frog? Chrono, it's a talking frog. I hate frogs. God, being sensitive much. My guise doth not incur thy trust. Very well, do as thee please, but I shall save the queen. No, bro. Wait. You don't seem like a bad person frog thing, I mean. I don't know, what should we do? I'd go with the frog, of course. I'll just have to handle it. I mean, deal with him. What's your name? Now I know how frogs wear pants. Yeah, just called Frog. Now, Frog's name in the Japanese version is Kairo, which I believe is both the Japanese word for frog and also for transformation, which is fitting. This is Frog. Frog will do. Alright, nice to meet you, Frog. Mayhap a hidden door lurks nigh. Let us search the environs. Frog is cool. We love Frog. Someone suggested looking at the organ. That was a good suggestion. Because that's exactly what we needed to do. So this is the first real dungeon in the game. Quick thing about Frog that I do want to bring up. So you notice that he speaks in a very cartoonish kind of Elizabethan, Shakespearean type voice. That is an invention of the localization and translation, because in the original game he was like a brash, kind of a shit talker, honestly. But in this game they changed it so he's like a kind of a white knight type thing, and I don't know, like I kind of like that. I think that characterization works, especially from what you learn about him later. But that's a matter of taste. Find some Diablos. So I do want to show you another example of how we can slurp, which is a healing spell. Literally licks you clean. If you throw the flame toss, you can hit everyone in a line, like look what they're doing here. Because I threw it at the one further away, it hit both of them. Yeah, he blemmed me back to health. Frog is one of the stronger fighters in the game, and also one of the most resilient. And he's also a really good magic user, so he's good to have. He's great to have. I'm gonna level us up. Sound of a very angry frog. Yeah, it's got a little hop, it's amazing. I think this game in general has aged very well, and I think that this fighting system feels very timeless. I think a lot of games from its era can feel very stale and kind of stiff to play now, but I think this game really has aged brilliantly in that sense. What's with the disguise? No need for them in here. It's almost my shift. I hate pretending to be human, it's so repulsive. So this is the tone that this game has that I love. That this game is a lot of fun. It's a very light-hearted adventure, and then you just get shit like this. Yakra's so smart. His plan to capture the Chancellor and take his place worked perfectly. And the Queen's captive and the castle's in an uproar. This is rich. The ones we ate recently weren't so bad. And those two soldiers we caught looked rather plump and juicy. Oh dearie me. I'll look in the Mage's statue before my shift. So we can actually follow that dude. What was he saying about a statue? There was no need for you to come rescue me. The Master Yakra is very kind. I've decided to stay here. Now why don't you make yourselves at home too? Are you here to save Queen Linnae? Oh, what a relief. How nice of you to come. I'm sure Yakra will be just as pleased. Why not rest in here until he's available? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get your stuff done, I guess. Don't be such a hurry. Enjoy yourselves first. Oh, yeah, we'll do some Mario time after this one. We're just gonna beat these snacks up real quick. Oh no, I picked the wrong one. Oh well. There we go. And some heal on Luke as well. And now as well, a cool thing that Frog lets us do is see the actual health of a monster. Can be very useful. Right, I'm gonna do a Mario time because it's been asked by the chat. So we're gonna go back to this. Right, so what am I gonna pick? To celebrate the fact that this is one of my favorite games, we're gonna do one of my favorite figures from my entire collection. One of the more recent ones as well. Here's my Luigi. My very big boy Luigi. My head for comparison. Now this is one of my favorite figures that I've got. Obviously, the make on this is fantastic. The detail, like I think the best way to show it is just look at the overalls there. If that will actually let me focus the camera, but you can see like there's like such intricate texturing on it. Like you can see everything from like the stitching to like the buttons is perfectly well made, and obviously the model is perfect as well. The model is based on an official render from Luigi's Mansion 3. You got his poltergust. That's what it's called, isn't it? Oh, I forget. I got a neat little base as well, which is a little bit dusty now, unfortunately. But overall, this is a fantastic little figurine. Not even a figurine. This is just like a proper statue. Weird little Luigi face there as well. Honestly, fucking love this. Yeah, that's gonna be that's the first Mario time for this this stream. And now let's go back to it. That nose, hell yeah. It's really cool. There is actually a slightly different version of that one that I didn't end up getting, but that has the Polterpup on it as well. So see, here's a good example. If I don't go near these ones, if I just avoid them, we're not fighting them. But there's nothing like random. Like some fights you have to have, but some are totally unavoidable. Like that one. Thank you for doing the Mario time. I always love showing them off. Oh, we'll go maiden suit. Another tonic. So I think we can... Yeah, maiden suit for Luca. No, neither of those are any as good, so we're just going to keep those. Cool. Yeah, and the Polterpup, if you get the one with the Polterpup, it actually is a light up. So it's got a little light in it. So you can hook that up to like a USB or something. But I didn't get that one because it was a little bit too big and it was like twice as much as well. So it didn't feel worth it to me. You humans! They're hiding the queen in the back. Please rescue her. Inside this building, there's a room dedicated to mages. Heard something about a treasure there. We found a power tab, which is... what a power tab does is it lets us permanently increase one of our attributes. In this case, it's power. So we're going to increase that for Chrono. Chrono is now a little bit stronger. We were in here, didn't we go? Yes, that was the treasure room. When we played the first Luigi's Mansion, yes, so have I actually. I've not played either 2 or 3. But I've heard the 3 is meant to be really good. So just like juking around these, but not these ones. Yeah, critical hit. I like how satisfying the critical hits are in this game. Let's see how our levelings are looking right now, because we can take a look. You can actually see here as well what the next tech we're gonna get is. So we're gonna need 50 tech points to unlock Slash, 41 to unlock Hypno Wave, and 4 to unlock Slurp Cut. I didn't get to see anything of 13.2 before I played it, so I was like, what? When the time traveling came up. Let's grind a little bit, because we were pretty close to the Slurp Cut. We kind of wanted it. But I feel like it's going well so far with our mission to save the queen. Here's a save spot. Not that because we're saving with we are saving with save states anyway, so it doesn't matter, but might as well. I'm gonna take an E for not Cloud, Chrono. Very similar names. Okay, can't get through here. You're gonna have to do some trickery. Oh dear. No, stop it. I said that you can't. Huh? I'll say this. You know what you're doing. Kind of came to mind because you know time traveling. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, it kind of is a coupe. It's definitely got like coupe vibes for sure. And bats. Oh, that button added more bats. Press the bat button. Oh, missed. Yeah, the bats are cute. We've got some great sprite work in this game in general, really. Hey, good stuff. And we got some level up, and I think Frog, yes, Frog learned a new tech. And we got a dual strike, or an X strike, sorry. A dual tech. I fucking hate when enemies are cute, I don't want to hurt them. Note, no entry. Can you see the bats hanging in the ceiling there? Oh, oops. Let's try this dual tech. Hell yes. I love that one. Everyone's leveling up. Can we use... I can't remember if we can. Yes, we can. We can use this in the... We can use the magic in the menu, which makes it a little easier for us. We don't have to waste a bunch of potions and stuff. Oh man, so much monsters. Monsters everywhere. Getting battered by these Koopa wannabes. me some peace. So unlike a lot of games from this time, like, this game actually does get a little bit tricky. Like, I wouldn't say it's super challenging at this point, but it definitely is, you know, like I showed before, you can totally die at this point. Ooh, an iron sword. I think is that the one we've got? Oh yeah, we've got the steel saber. I forgot to equip that. There we go. Get a bit stronger, please. Okay, so it sounded like something changed. Let's explore. Also, enemies don't tend to come back once you've defeated them once. But this game does kind of, it's not as reliant on stuff like grinding. It's quite nice. It's pretty well balanced with progressions and stuff like that. Oh my god. Getting clobbered. Gonna see what the how we're looking tech-wise. Pretty close, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get him before the end of this dungeon. But who knows? We'll see. Critical hit. That's the end of that. I can sense it's getting close now. Feel good about this. I'll try this slurp cut thing. It's got a neat little attack. He licks and then he fucking hammers you in the face. Come to the conclusion I'm kind of an amphibian guy. I love the frog. Yeah, frog is good. And we're going to have plenty of reasons to love him later in the game. So that thing we picked up not too long ago, the shelter, it will revive us completely at a save point. Which is very helpful, obviously. So I'm going to... Speaking of save points, let me save there. Because frog! Majesty, stand back and allow us the honor. Be careful. Yeah, it's useless to fight. No one will leave here alive. Stupid frog, it's time you jumped off this mortal coil. True form change. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, like I said, good sprites in this game. That was like a creepy mole, whatever it is. And it's for our first boss fight, and we get the boss theme. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. See, just that whole attack where he attacks everyone. Yeah, this boss fight can actually definitely go bad. But I'm hoping that we're gonna manage it without getting murked. Yeah, the sound effects are pretty good. What's barking? So someone's got to have a dog visiting. As far as I know, there are no dogs living in my house. Stop this. Alright, so we're gonna heal a little bit. Heal Chrono, and then I will attack. Too close, can't counterattack. That's good. Slurp yourself. Firewall, that sucker. There we go. Hey, that is it. That is the first boss down. Yakra is gone. You came to rescue me. Thank you, Frog. The king awaits. Let us return to the castle. I haven't decided on the accent for him yet. I thank thee, Chrono, and Luca. Yes, thank you so much. Please join us. We're gonna look in this field, and that's the actual Chancellor. Phew, thank you. That monster stuffed me in there. Oh, your highness, as you can see, I am undamaged. This one we get a mid-ether. Let's return to the castle. Did the throat vibrate thing? Cute. It's so cute. You had me worried, Linné. That no-good Yakra impersonating me and kidnapping the queen. We must create a criminal justice system in the kingdom to do away with such fiends. I failed to protect Queen Linné. I have disgraced thee. Frog! Oh dear. Your timing was perfect. Who knows what would have happened had you not saved me? By the way, where's the girl who was mistaken for me? Oh yeah, I forgot all about Princess Nadia. Chrono, where did she disappear? She may still be there. Thank you, Chrono, but who was that girl we found in the canyon? Right, so before we check on that, we're gonna hear what's happening to Frog. Wait, the king haven't invented law forbidding kidnapping yet? No, apparently not. This occurred to them. 'Twas a fault of mine which endangered the queen. Shall depart for good. Chrono, you have potential to be a good swordsman. Oh man. Yep, Frog is gone already. Froggy, you weren't such a bad guy either. Yeah. Yeah, Frog's gone. I'm sorry. But we will see Frog again. Do not worry. Frog is gonna come back. Let's just go right in here. Huh? What happened? Princess Nadia. Chrono. It was awful. I can't recall it all. It was somewhere cold, dark, and lonely. Is that what it's like to die? Welcome back, Princess Nadia. You risk your life to help me too? Princess Nadia? Uh-oh. I guess you guys figured it out, huh? Sorry, Chrono, I didn't mean to deceive you. I'm Princess Nadia. My father's King Guardia, the 33rd. I really enjoyed being with you at the fair, but if you'd known my identity... Chrono, you wouldn't have shown me around the fair, right? Wrong. Oh, Chrono, that's why I like you. The real queen's safe, right? So let's go home, Chrono. Hey. Me and the girls gonna go back home. Everything is cool again. So we're gonna go back to where we came from. In two senses. We're gonna head up to the forest. Because that's where the portal is. I'm actually gonna say... Did I save? I can't remember. I'm gonna save again just to be sure. We're gonna murk some birds before we go anywhere else. Wait, did I save? Oh god, we were talking about that on Discord the other day. The whole doubting yourself, whether or not you saved. Do you do it over and over again a few times just to make extra sure? I do that with locking my door too. I have to like... What I've had to start doing to myself is start to say out loud, like, I have locked the door, because then it sticks in my mind more. Right. So we're just gonna head right past these fellas. We are gonna have to fight these ones. Oh no, he's mauling me. His little blob thing. That really has a locking the door hang up. Yeah, I think I've inherited that. I can have that with turning the electrics off as well, like making sure that I've turned off all the lights and switched them off at the wall. I thought they looked cute, and then he trampled us in the stomach, yeah. Actually, he does trample us on the back, like he sort of scurries on our back. Right, so this is where we came from. How do we get home? Your Highness, Princess, we... Please call me Marl. Well then, Marl, observe. We got a wand. Wow, Luca, you're amazing. Ain't it the truth? Oh, I mean... Enough with the false modesty. You have a real gift. I would trade my royal ancestry for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call this thing a gate. It's a kind of portal that takes you to the same location in a different era. Gates are very unstable, so I used the principle behind my telepod device. You create a time key. Now we can use them as we please. But why did this gate suddenly appear? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. This is getting pretty weird. Let's at least head back to our own time. Alright, coming, Chrono. Jump in. This is why we stand. Alrighty, we're back where we came from. We're back where we started. You might think, like, this is not much of an adventure. We just... Like, maybe you thought that, like, oh, well, this is going to be the game. We're going to, like, spend all that time in the past to rescue Marl. He's going to be, like, a damsel, and that's going to be the whole thing. Nope, that whole subplot is done now. Or subplot, but that whole story is done now. And the game ends. Yes, that's it. Chrono, Luca, why don't you come home with me to the castle? I'd like you to come over for dinner. Sorry for putting you through all that, Marl. Are you joking? That's the most fun I've had in months. And I have some new friends too. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I've got some work to do. See you soon, Luca. Right. Will you escort me home, Chrono? I'm sure ripping a hole in time didn't cause any other problems. No. Gosh, no. What could possibly go wrong? So we're just going to head back to the castle. And everything here looks about the same. But we got some different enemies. But creepy mushrooms in this time. Atake. Good stuff. And Marl learns a tech, and we've got a double tech. Awesome, a dual tech. It's just me, or did we just leave that ripped hole in time behind us back there? Well, it's a gate, so we're the only ones who can travel through it because we have the key to open them. But as to why they're there, we don't know. Princess Nadia! Are you alright? Where have you been? I heard you were abducted. We had soldiers searching for you. Scoundrel, you're the one, huh? Kidnapping Princess Nadia. No, Kronos. Admit it, you confused her and tried to take over the throne. Terrorist! Stop it. Oh dear. Are they blepping? Stop this at once. What are you doing? But Princess Nadia said to... Idiots! Detain him! Chrono! Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Yeah, right. And then the time and space hole in the universe can't pose any problems. Surely not. Right, this trial is kind of comes out of nowhere. Or not really, but it's maybe not what you were expecting this to lead to. I'm the Chancellor, the Prosecutor. I'm the lawyer, Pierre. Members of the court. We now bring forth the defendant, Chrono, who is charged with abducting Princess Nadia. Yeah, chill. What shall we do with him? Fire, perhaps? Hang him upside down for a few years? Or shall we employ the guillotine? You, the jury, shall decide his fate. Now let us begin. Now I mentioned earlier that some of the things that we did at the fair has a tiny bit of influence, and that's on this trial. Chrono, you are hereby ordered to tell the truth. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, did he kidnap Princess Nadia? The answer? No, he did not. In fact, no abduction took place. The two met completely by accident. In fact, the princess asked Chrono if she could join him. Is this true? Who actually started this mess? We're gonna throw Marlon under the bus here a little bit. Are you sure? We have witnesses who will say that you were the one that bumped into the princess. Pretty clear-cut case. The princess then innocently followed you to Lucas' little sideshow, whereupon you both disappeared. If that wasn't a criminal abduction, I don't know what is. And I have facts that throw the defendant's character into question. Objection. This can't have any relevance whatsoever to this case. Care to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case. We have nothing to hide. We have a witness, a little girl who will vouch for the character of the defendant. They really don't have any faith in Marl. Nope. This nice man, he brought me my kitty. Thank you for being so kind. How about that? Doesn't this young man deserve a medal? Ooh, looks like they're buying it. The issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this fine citizen to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. What about ransom? Chrono, her fortune did tempt you, did it not? No. Are you sure? You really weren't tempted? Not at all. Please keep in mind that he just said that he had no interest in her fortune. Witness, please. He can't fool me. I saw him with my own eyes. Dear me, I'm so nervous. That man grabbed the pendant even before he checked to see if the princess was okay. Ah, yes, this is in the first time that we played this, I did speak to her before I grabbed the pendant. That's why we're getting this one now. If I hadn't done that, then this person would not have entered the courtroom. Nothing more, Your Honor. The prosecution rests. Members of the jury, if he is guilty, stand to the left. If innocent, stand to the right. There's a couple of different things you can do as well. If you eat that guy's lunch, he comes out and speaks out against you. And I think there's another one as well, but I can't remember now. We got one not guilty. Yeah, that's the curse of speedrunning. Guilty. So the more good deeds you do, the more not guilties you get. We're gonna see if we're gonna get sentenced or not. I usually get not guilty because I always do the nice things. But I think it's gonna be close to a hung jury this time. Not guilty. Ooh, yeah, we're winning. We're winning. Oh no. Oh dear. Hey, we were just about. Order in the court. A verdict has been reached. The verdict is not guilty. But the fact remains that even if he did not kidnap her, he ran off with her. 3 days solitary confinement is punishment. Take him away. Now, just a darn minute. Princess. That's enough, my dear. But father, all I asked was for you to behave like a princess. Even royalty must obey rules. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor and forget about the events in town. We're leaving. Ralph's here. Chrono! Coming now right is where it gets most dramatic. Lead in chains, but we only got 3 days in solitary, right? This terrorist has tried to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty, and you must now carry out his sentence. What? So this is the monster who kidnapped the princess. The execution is 3 days away. Do not let him out of your sight. The execution... Execution? Strange, but I don't seem to recall hearing anything about an execution. What? How dare you question me? The paperwork's probably just been held up in the system. Understood, sir. Guards! Yeah. Take the prisoner away. Yeah, we're in deep shit right now. And this is where we're... this, I think, is a ideal place to let this end. This, I'm gonna save us. We're gonna save here proper as well. Make sure. Because, yeah, that's the first... Those are the first 2 hours of Chrono Trigger, and I hope you liked them. Bit of a cliffhanger. Yeah, we're about to get... we're about to get our head cut off. We don't have a lot of time, so how are we going to get out of this scrape? I really hope you like what you've seen so far of the game. On the next stream, which hopefully is going to be on Wednesday as usual, we're going to carry on with Chrono Trigger, and then after that we're going to go back and forwards between games. But I do kind of want to get like a solid block of Chrono Trigger before we jump to another game. So cliffhanger on that. So thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the playthrough. We've got a little a little appetizer of what Chrono Trigger's got to offer. As usual, it is now time for me to see if any of my buddies or streamers I like, if they are going. Yes. Well, we've if you're a regular on the stream, you'll be familiar with Blaupants already. She's playing Stardew Valley. So I'm let's toss you over to her right away. She's a great streamer. If you haven't seen her before, at this point you probably have, because I've raided her a couple of times now. Please go and say hi. Please drop all the Ralph emotes. And until next time, have a lovely week. And I'll see you probably on Wednesday for more Chrono Trigger. So bye.